Hello, good afternoon. Getting ready for the heart chakra meditation and chat, and like scarfing down lunch because I'm in between events. Hi. I invited you on, Elizabeth. Let me try again. Okay, that should add you. Hi, Monica.
Hi.
Hey, how are you?
Good, you?
Good.
How's your day going?
Oh, it's a wonderful day. I just got home. I taught Qigong this morning, and then I stayed for a sound bath. So I was like, I gotta go get something to eat.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, how was yours?
It was good, actually. Pretty quiet here this morning. Didn't really do too much. Got a lot of things done yesterday because we're having the freezing rain here today and stuff like that. So it's kind of yucky weather. So we're just hanging out inside.
Oh, that's no fun. We got
Yeah,
a little bit of that here last night. It looked like an ice storm when I woke up.
Yeah. We got, it was supposed to be, I think, a lot worse than it was, but I think it's supposed to get even worse tonight. So.
Oh man, hopefully it doesn't get too bad.
Yeah, we were just getting like really nice weather. It was like plus 15, and now we're like, we just got a dump of snow, and now it's like freezing rain and stuff. So I was like, fake spring came.
Right. Yeah, nice tease.
Yeah.
It looks like we have about 4 or 5 people that popped on here. So I see Dana, see Elizabeth, MJ, Monica. Good afternoon, ladies.
Hello.
I know we normally do this at 10 a.m. and we moved it to 3, and I may have to move it to 3 going forward. I'm wondering if that time works for you, Elizabeth, and then everybody that's on here, or another time on Sunday.
So far, I think it works for me. If I have anything pop up, though, we'll probably see if we can find another time or something. But so far, I think I'm pretty free.
Okay, cool. Cool. Well, we're going to change stuff up a little bit this time around. So Elizabeth is going to open us up with a meditation around the heart chakra, and then I will do the discussion information part of it. So we probably want to clear the space. I can't see you, so I don't know if you
Okay,
want to do your clearing.
Yeah, I'll clear the space, and then I forgot my feather, but I'm just going to use the smoke here.
I don't know if there's a way I can change it so I can see you. That would be lovely.
So I'm just clearing the space, and just, set your intentions, whether it's, to just be present, or, to learn something, or to really just, come here to listen. So set your intentions, and I'm clearing the space now here, clearing away anything that's no longer serving us. So there's that. I'm done that now.
Okay.
So it was interesting because I did pull a card for the group, and I thought it was funny because when I pulled a card, it was actually the solar plexus card. So which was kind of strange because we're working on the heart, but I did notice that in this deck, number 4, which is actually the heart chakra, and it is radiant illumination. So I think that maybe through this here that some people will become maybe illuminated. You might, I am doing an activation with this meditation, and I am doing, actually, we go into 3 separate flames. So that's kind of with the fire energy too of the solar plexus. So I thought that was kind of neat. So,
yeah.
So this one here, this meditation is we're going to go into our heart space, and it's going to help merge us with our higher self and align us. So I kind of got, when we were talking, Amanda, I got kind of, whenever we were discussing on, what was it, Friday, a lot of the stuff we were talking about, it kind of led me to this. So it was like, okay, I think I'm going to do this, and I'm going to kind of put my own twist on it. And we're going to do a meditation and activation here. So
Awesome.
we can start and get into it. So this would be the first time I kind of did a meditation. So this should be interesting to see. Now, did you want, I can try and play the frequency on my laptop. I don't know what it's going to sound like though. So I do have it here.
I do have it playing on mine, but let me turn it up a little bit and see how that sounds. Can you?
Yeah.
A couple people let us know if you can hear it. Can you hear it okay, Elizabeth?
It sounds a little choppy.
Yeah, I think that's a speaker thing.
Because I can try and play it on my laptop and see how that sounds, if it's going to be choppy as well.
Yeah, if it sounds too choppy to you with me playing it, we could try that.
Okay. We'll turn that one off, and then we'll try this one and see if it's any better. If not, we'll just go with what it's supposed to be, I guess, today. So I don't know. Let me just see it. Just want to take this one back. I don't know. I'm going to turn it up a little bit. Can you hear it?
Sounds good.
Is it too loud or?
No, I think it's good.
Okay. It's not choppy or anything? Okay.
No.
Okay, perfect. So what I'm going to get us to do is to just, if you're able to, in the space that you're in, maybe close your eyes, settle into your body. If you feel the need to move around, kind of release some of that energy. And what we're going to do is we're going to take a few deep breaths and hold in for 3 seconds and then breathe out. So if you want to take your first breath in, 1, 2, 3, and out. And in again, 1, 2, 3, and out. We'll do it one more time. In, 1, 2, 3, and out. So with your eyes closed, we're now going to put our awareness on our heart space, which is located in the middle of our chest. One easy way to do this is to just simply intend to be in your heart space, or you can put your hand on your heart. And I want you to intend, imagine, sense, or feel that you're standing in a cavity of your heart space. And there are 3 magical flames before you. On the left, there is a blue flame. In the middle, there is a gold flame. And on the right, there is a pink flame. You turn your attention to the mesmerizing bright blue flame on the left, and it beckons you with its brightly blue swirling flames to come closer. You feel compelled to step inside it. The blue flame represents our personal power. I want you to try to recall a time when you felt your most powerful. Maybe it was a time you created a piece of art. Maybe a time where you were teaching someone something. A time where you had to overcome adversity. Or a time you had to be strong and walk away from something toxic. A time where you set a healthy personal boundary. Or maybe it's even a time that you had to be physically powerful, like giving birth to a child or overcoming a severe injury. If you have a hard time recalling a memory, that is okay. Simply intend that you're standing in your power. As you bring to mind a situation or intend this power, the blue flame burns brighter and starts expanding. The blue flame is here to remind you of how powerful you really are. It is here to remind you that you have everything you need in your ability to lead and care for others and yourself. It is here to remind you to believe in yourself and to step into your power. Look at how powerful you have been and all that you have overcome. You soak in the magical power of the blue flame for a moment, and then we step out of the blue flame and back into our heart space. Next, you turn your attention to the middle golden flame. The golden flame dances, sparkling gold specks cascading like fireworks in the night sky. The gold flame represents our wisdom and connection with the divine and trusting our inner knowing. I want you to recall a time where you trusted yourself and took a leap of faith. Maybe it was a move to a new city, leaving a job that was no longer serving you, pursuing a new interest or educational path, or even simply just following your dreams. If you can't recall a time, that is okay. Just intend that you are in your wisdom. As you intend or call this to mind, the gold flame starts to expand and grow, and it starts to burn even more brightly. The gold flame is here to remind you of your inner wisdom. It is here to help remind you that when you trust that divine will and your will are actually the same, everything will work out better than you planned. You take this magical energy of the golden flame in for a moment, and then you step back into your heart space. Finally, you come to the last flame. The bright pink flame dances magically and passionately in your heart space. It eludes a pure loving energy, for the pink flame represents love. This energy represents our unconditional love of self, nature, bliss, and beauty. I want you to call to mind a time where you experienced pure unconditional love. Maybe this was a time when a child was born. Maybe it was the love you received from a grandparent or parents. Maybe it was the time when you or someone showed you forgiveness and empathy. Maybe a time where you felt truly accepted or received unwavering support. Maybe it was a time when you fell in love with a part of yourself or someone else, or an unwavering act of kindness or loyalty. If you can't recall a time, that is okay. Simply intend that you are unconditionally loved. As you intend to recall this time, the pink flame grows even more vibrant and starts to expand. The pink flame is here to remind you that you are unconditionally loved. It is here to remind you of all the debilitating emotions and the ones that build you up, and choosing to let go. It is here to remind you of your self-love. When we love ourselves fully, we allow others to fully love us as well. You take in this energy of the pink flame for a moment and step back into your heart space. All three flames are now expanded and burning brightly. As you watch the three flames, they start to intertwine, creating a spiral of rainbow colors inside your heart. The energy starts expanding from your heart as you come back into your body. And the energy now expands from the center of your chest to your throat and solar plexus chakra. We pause to take a breath and breathe this in. The rainbow flame now expands to your sacral and your third eye chakra. Again, we're pausing to take a breath to take this in. The rainbow flame now encompasses your whole body, from your root to your crown, purifying it and burning away anything in your aura that is not serving you so you can shine brightly. When finished, the rainbow flame starts to shrink back into your heart space. As it shrinks down, it becomes more calm until the three flames are back sitting now intertwined in your heart area, burning brightly. As you start to come back to your body, you wiggle your toes, roll your shoulders, slowly opening your eyes, knowing that you can access the love, wisdom, and power of the trifold flame anytime you need it by simply visioning this flame burning brightly in your heart. Ooh.
Ooh, that was good. I'm vibrating. Yeah. Good job.
Yeah.
Thank
I was,
you.
I don't know, I was guided to that, and for some reason, and yeah, so I would just drink lots of water with activations, and just, you know, anything that comes up, just, you know, go let it flow and try not to judge anything that's coming up. So I hope that you all enjoyed that, and let us know if anything pops up for you this week.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm just going to ring my bell. And we'll dive into the heart chakra. Please let us know how that felt for you in the comments. So the heart chakra is the fourth chakra, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, for some reason I was thinking 5. It's the fourth chakra, and the associated color with it is green. And it can be used to attract love and manifest miracles and harmony. Hi, Amanda. Hi, Kim. For the healing heart, another really good frequency is 432. Different religions use different frequencies. I found that Buddhism and Hinduism like the frequency of 432, so that's interesting. And we used, I think, 639 today.
Yeah.
Is that what you used? Okay.
Yeah.
So either one of those, whatever calls to you. A blocked heart chakra can show as an imbalance of unworthiness, low self-esteem, and difficulty trusting others. It can lead to physical symptoms like poor circulation, high or low blood pressure, stiffness in the upper back, chest, and shoulders, which is interesting because I think we all have a lot of that, you know, sitting at desks and working all day. This is caused from emotional wounds, from painful relationships, such as abandonment, betrayal, or the loss of a loved one. So some more symptoms are low self-esteem, difficulty trusting others, relationship struggles, fear of rejection, anxiety related to self-worth, poor circulation, blood pressure, and the stiffness that we talked about. So some practices to unblock those if you're feeling, you know, any of those blockages. Yoga helps the heart chakra. Meditation that we just did, the beautiful meditation, gave us an activation and an opening there. Thank you. Positive affirmations, statements that help deal with negative feelings, thoughts, and situations. So basically alchemizing any negative thoughts that are coming through, you know, around, you know, fear, love, low self-esteem, just alchemizing those thoughts consistently to change the brain. Loving visualizations, you know, picturing something that makes you feel compassionate and full of love. Showing love for others by spending time with family, volunteering, often doing things for others helps us with that, but we don't want to overdo that. You know, I think it's more about, you know, self-love. Excuse me. Unblocking the chakras can take a few weeks to several months, and it depends on various factors. So don't go full steam ahead. This is the most important organ in your body.
Yeah.
That was my quick summary. Unless you have anything else you want to add, Elizabeth.
Yeah, the heart chakra is a huge one, actually. And I find this is probably one of the harder ones for, us to unblock, because we do store so much within our heart chakra, and especially people that are empaths. We usually put up a protective shield within our heart chakra because we've had so many lifetimes of having to do that, right? So, so it's very, we clear a lot of that stuff, especially when we're empaths. Is a lot of that is like it's clearing from previous lifetimes of having to have that shield up, because sometimes it is overwhelming and it's too powerful for us, because we take all that energy in. So that's pretty much what I was going to say about it. And it's hard too sometimes. Our mind is the one thing that I find that always gets in the way. So, if I did do a card pull this morning, a collective card pull, and it was all about the heart and the crown chakra. So it was like aligning your heart and it's hard sometimes to get your mind on board with your heart. But when you're choosing from your heart and you're choosing from love, you can't go wrong. And you might think that you're going on, it's something maybe where you think you can make the wrong decision, but if it comes from your heart, not saying that there might not be a little bit of, detours on the way, but it's eventually going to lead you to where you need to be. And all that was for, your growth and to let go some of this stuff sometimes. So the heart is related to the fourth dimension, which is the astral dimension. So you might be getting, and when you start working on your heart chakra, you might get, your dreams might become a little bit more vivid. You might start remembering more of your dreams. You might be getting some messages in your dreams, or even you might start to get like some heart palpitations. Sometimes when people start working on their heart chakra, that starts to come up a little bit. So I think that's pretty much all I had on the heart chakra.
Yeah, my experience with it is it was the most intimidating one for me, and I think it's because of being an empath and just wanting to like love everybody and have everybody love me as much as I love them. So it was a real battle for me that has been ongoing for a couple years, actually. I feel like I'm just kind of now settling into the balance there. But when I first started my healing journey, it felt like I had a Mack truck on my chest for, like 8 months. And I really felt like, am I having a heart attack? Am I having health problems? This is not to scare anyone. It's just to let you know that there was a blockage there. There was a huge blockage. And I didn't know anything about spirituality at that point to understand how to work with it. So my only relief was to go lay in my backyard in the grass and stare at the clouds.
Yeah,
Because that felt and I was probably grounding myself, and it just felt like I could breathe. But as soon as I went back into the house, I got that feeling again. So that's all I wanted to do was just, lay in the backyard as much as possible. But I didn't understand, what was happening to my body at that time. So I just wanted to share that because that was a big movement for me that I needed to, get clarity on. And that's not to say that's going to happen with everybody and they're going to have the same experience. I think what was happening there is what you said about clearing all that ancestral, heartbreak and karma and all that was also going on at the same time.
Yeah. And that's true. Like the heart chakra, so it's green or pink, and the heart chakra too is very much connected to nature, to being outside, and it's got a lot of that earthy energy is the heart chakra. So I can see how that that grounding really helped with your heart chakra and the things that you were trying to overcome, because yeah, being outside, very good for it, being in nature. So anytime, yeah, we're working with our heart chakra, we're going to get probably a multitude of things that are coming up for us, because some of it is can be pretty old stuff that's been stuck in there. Some stuff maybe that we don't even know.
Yeah.
So it can be, yeah. So that's why it's quite a lot of stuff, because we do store a lot of stuff in our heart chakra. It's kind of like the middle, right? So we have the lower, and then we have the upper, and this is kind of like the gateway. They say is the heart chakra is like the gateway to that. So it's right in the middle. So you've got the earther energies, and you've got kind of the cosmic energies with the heart. And that's your gateway to your kind of your transformation to your upper chakras and everything. So
That makes a lot of sense. So did you see my post? I was driving earlier and I got the
yeah,
111111.
yeah, that's
So
cool.
yeah, while I was driving, I kept seeing signs for gateway.
Oh,
And I'm like, am I opening a gateway? Like, what's happening? But now it connected just now with, what's happening with the chakras. So thank you for that
yeah,
telepathy.
yeah. So and if when you watch my collective, you'll probably get more off that, because there was I think there's this upcoming week there's going to be some activations involving kind of our crown and our heart, which are kind of activate our pineal gland even more. So we're starting to kind of awaken and stuff like that. So it looks like there's some high vibe energy coming this week, so grounding would be very good, something to watch for. So I think that's all I had for the heart chakra.
The other interesting thing that you just said there is how the heart and the crown, but also the sacral and the heart work together.
Yeah.
Right? Because of all the emotions that are and sensuality, like is in the sacral. So you can see how these are all kind of, intertwined and working together, and how, again, starting at the root is the best place to do. You got to begin to ground yourself and clear that deep rooted shit that's been in there in order to elevate and ascend. So we're moving on up. I just heard we're moving on up.
And it's kind of cool, like we were talking about this on Friday, about how like we were kind of seeing like the same confirmations when we're working on the heart chakra. Like all I'm seeing on Facebook is like heart chakra and people talking about accessing the heart chakra. So as we were moving up the levels, it was kind of like almost like, synchronicity that we were also kind of doing this, this chakra. It just seemed like every time we were on like the root, everyone was talking about the root. And then it was like, so it's probably like, aligned so that we're kind of working with the energies that it is now. But I just thought that was really kind of neat. So I had on my collective too, a good stone to work with is peridot this week, if you have any. I don't have any, but that's one on my list I like to get. It's a very powerful stone. So if you're into crystals and healing and stuff with crystals. So
how do you spell that?
I think it's Peridot.
Okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that one. I'm curious now.
Yeah, it's I don't know how expensive it is. Like peridot is like a gem, so I don't know if it's something that I'm sure you could. I don't know how much it is or anything like that, but I think they use it on a lot of gemstones and stuff. So and Ascended Master Buddha came out with that. So we get a lot of heart. It looks like definitely a lot of heart, a lot of compassion too. And that's one thing I want to mention too. When you are working with your heart and you do get this stuff to come up, have compassion for yourself. So that's probably the right way to spell it. I don't know if I did spell it right there, but just have compassion for yourself and try not to like really judge what's coming up or say, oh, I shouldn't have, I shouldn't feel this way, or I shouldn't, or try and judge anything. So just try to have compassion with yourself. You're clearing out tons and tons of stuff. So it's bound to be a little bit rocky, and it's going to, but it's all coming up for your growth and, to ascend into that next level.
Yeah. Yeah, so you said a couple things there that caught my attention. So the collective, right? We're doing a lot of the same work that the collective is
Mhm.
doing. And so our alignment is, on point. And even before we decided to do this series, we were getting signs on license plates. We were talking
Mhm.
about, like, we would see 417, and things like
Yeah,
that. And I kept hearing things about frequencies. And so I think the timing is perfect for this, given all the potent energies. And we've got what, like 7 planets, in orbit at the
yeah,
same time right now. And then with the eclipse and all this. So important to have compassion during this time, because people who are not as grounded into their bodies, they don't know what the hell is going on.
yeah.
Right? So the compassion is key. Compassion and grounding, I feel like, is the key right now.
And I think too, we're kind of coming, like some of us, and I don't know if it was just me, but I kind of saw it a little bit around too. Since the eclipse energies, a lot of us have kind of just been in like this void, I find, and we've been kind of just like for myself anyway, like nothing was really happening. I tried to do some lives and stuff on my YouTube, but like I couldn't get my words out, and that was like Mercury retrograde. I think we were just coming out of that, so I think the energy has kind of been like, it was almost like like a little bit of confusion, like, it was a little bit confusing, I found. But I think we're starting to get some clarity now this week, and now we're kind of coming out of that energy, and we're going into these, into this more heart-centered, because that's a lot of what, they say the 5D is it is the heart, and it is heart-centered. So going into with those energies. So
Yeah, perfect timing. Perfect timing.
oh,
Um,
that's so cool. The initials show up on license plates. Yeah.
I am
Oh,
not
they're in
seeing
retrograde. Yeah.
I'm not seeing
Oh,
any of the comments,
you're
so
not? No.
no, I don't know
Yeah, I like.
why.
Yeah, malachite. I like malachite as well. I use that one quite a bit with when I'm working with the heart chakra. I can't say that I have a lot of like green crystals though. I think emerald, malachite.
Oh, I've used
I think,
malachite.
yeah, I think that's a little bit it, but yeah, they're good crystals to work with. So
That's what came to mind when you said the peridot. I was like, oh, I wonder if that's gonna move some shit quick,
yeah,
right? Because yeah,
and I was watching something, and I have to refer. I'm trying to see if I can refer back to it, but it was like peridot is, I think it's something like on the, what is that, the chemical scale or whatever, it's got beryllium, I think, in it, and it's one of like the lightest chemical compounds or something, so it's very high vibrational. It's a very high vibrational stone, they were saying. So
okay.
that I just thought was really cool. So
So a good way to bring your vibration up quick, maybe if you're feeling some heaviness or like the depression that we were talking about, maybe that would actually be good
yeah, yeah, for sure.
if you use it sparingly.
Yeah. Well, that's like, you have moldavite too, that's green, and you want to use that a little sparingly, because
Yeah.
moldavite is definitely a stone of transformation. A lot of people say when they get moldavite, it just kind of turns their world upside down, but it's meant to do that. If it's called to you for some reason, then you're called to work with it, then you are ready for that transformation to take place. Sometimes it's always not the, you know, gentlest transformation, but it's something that had to happen.
Yeah. I bought one, I don't know when it was. I think it was like last spring I bought one and I brought it home and my older daughter goes, I'm not touching that. Get that away from me. And I go, what do you mean? Maybe I brought it home for both of us. And she's like, you do whatever you need to do with it. I don't even want to look at it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kimberly
funny.
said, flip the script, and we're still seeing dream time with plutonium energy for the first time in hundreds of years. Wow.
Hmm.
That's cool. That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I don't know if you want to, do we want to pull some cards? I do have my cards out, if we want to do that. Or do you want to have, if you had more for discussion on the heart chakra?
No, we can pull some cards. I actually was going to look at my decks because the only one that's coming to mind is the one that has all the chakras on it for me. So I'm going to grab that real quick. So this is it's called Sacred Geometry of Relationships Oracle.
Oh, I like that one. I don't have that one.
Yeah, and so a lot of sacred geometry stuff coming up for me lately, for sure.
Yeah. And I feel like that has a lot to do with, there's like the activations and stuff going on, sacred geometry and the platonic solids and everything. Yeah. Every time, Kimberly said, every time I take moldavite out of the house, I lose it and something happens. Oh. You're like, not taking that out anymore.
Well, it's probably because she's dancing with it. She's a little dancer.
Oh.
I'm just teasing her. Yeah, since I can't really see the comments and I'm not sure if the right people are on, I'll probably let you drive it. Let me know.
I don't know if I can see who's on, but if you want a card, just let us know. Kimberly said yes, she would love one.
Okay.
So I'll do one from my deck. If you want to go first, then I'll do one from mine, or you can do one from yours first. Doesn't matter. You go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do Kimberly first here. This one. So I got number 38, strength, and it says the frequency of strength supports our ability to harmonize all our qualities and skills towards a strong and balanced way of being. And this is really cool looking.
Oh.
Yeah.
That is neat.
Super cool. Strength, girl. Strength.
You always need some strength, to help us through sometimes, right? So
yeah.
And that could be like inner strength, or two, don't be afraid to maybe reach out to people. You never know. Sometimes we always get this in our head, like, nobody cares to help me, or nobody, is there for me or something. And sometimes we get surprised, when we reach out and that person, people that we thought maybe didn't really care, really actually, they really do. So
yeah.
Sometimes I think that's in our head a little bit. So, Kimberly said, oh my gosh, I love this card. So I'm going to pull one for Kimberly as well.
Yeah, we tell ourselves those stories sometimes. Who wants to listen to me whine again?
For sure. She said, thank you so much. I pulled the strength card yesterday as well. Oh, great.
Awesome.
So this is from my Lemuria deck. I was called to take this one out today for some reason. And I'm going to see what comes up for Kimberly. I feel called to pull for that. Let's see. So this one here is I got Soul Star Chakra, so merging with the divine. So it looks like maybe you're getting called to do some Soul Star Chakra work. I believe that one is, I'd have to look it up. Is that the 10th chakra?
I think it's right above the crown. I think it's the next one above the crown.
So I'd have to look that one up. I don't know off the top of my head, but it looks like, you're looking to do some, maybe they're looking for you to do some work with that. And it looks like it's kind of helping you to merge everything that's coming through. So
looks like a star too, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and we kind of got like the chakras here, and then like we've got on your card as well, you got like kind of the same kind of energy. So maybe you're being asked to look at your soul star chakra.
Okay.
Yes, above the crown. Yes, above the crown. Okay, yeah. Oh, so it looks like, and I think that's kind of where our higher self is. It kind of sits at that level. So I think that too, that this activation is probably going to help you. The heart activation that we just did, it might help you with merging and getting and doing some of that soul chakra star work. So that's interesting.
Yeah, and that came up too when I did my qigong this morning, and the affirmation for soul star is I am a divine light.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So that was pretty
interesting.
cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's funny that came up like during that class. So obviously that was a message for you maybe as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. Okay, who we got next?
Kimberly said, I literally love this deck. I have it as well. The micro and the macro. Nice. Awesome. So I see, who else did I see? Monica, I think, was next. So if you want to pull a card for Monica, see what's coming
up. Oh, I got surrender number 39. Says the energy of surrender supports us to let go of illusionary control and yield to the flow of love and life. And it's green for the heart.
Oh, nice.
Super pretty. And look at how, like, so many circles, like the flower of life, there's so many circles in there. I'm hearing complexity. Surrender to the complexity is what I just heard.
And surrendering is so hard. Surrendering is not easy. I think I still have quite a bit of resistance with surrendering the how is it going to happen, just putting it out into the universe and not having that expectation of anything. It is definitely something that's hard to do, but it is very powerful and very meaningful to be able to. So
and that's part of a programmed trauma response, right? Needing to have a plan and control of the situation. So it does take a while to overcome that and sit and fake.
Yes, for sure. Okay, I'm going to pull a card for Monica and see what's coming up here. This one I'm just taking from my Gaia Oracle deck. So we've got Winter's End, and it's saying here, regeneration, rebirth, positive outcome. So we're surrendering. So Winter's End. So we're pretty much at Winter's End, or we've just passed Winter's End. So we're coming into, springtime is next. So it's looking like you're surrendering. And you're coming into like maybe a rebirth or some sort of transformation. So I like that card because it's happening now. It seems like because it had the Winter's End. So that's beautiful. Yeah, positive outcome. So if there's something that you've been, maybe trying to manifest, or something that that's been on your mind, maybe a decision that you have to make, looks like there is a positive outcome to it. So that's beautiful. And number 16. So
I love all that for her too, because she came to class this morning and I gave her a painting. So the painting's got, all that good energy, she's hanging it in her house now, and she's been doing a lot of work. So it sounds like it's a good alignment and confirmation. Yeah.
So it looks like, and it's like it's coming out, and we're just getting some blooms here. So it's like we're just starting into like this springtime. So it looks like you're coming out of something, and you're starting to you're going into a rebirth, into another kind of level. So that's awesome. That's beautiful.
Yeah, very cool.
So let's see. You're welcome. Who do we have after Monica? Oops, I think I went a little too far. I did see Amanda.
Oh, yeah.
Amanda's on.
Okay, we'll do one for her. Amanda.
And then we got Dana and Janine as well, it looks like. And
Okay.
MJ. Okay, we got a couple.
Okay. So for Amanda, I've got number 25, integrity. The energy of integrity supports our choice to be consistently truthful and honest while being guided by high moral standards.
And I love that, actually. That's one of the cards I pulled for myself last week. And I pulled it in the collective as well. And integrity is aligning our actions with our words, and it's like walking the walk. Our actions align. Are we doing what we're saying we're doing, or are we saying that oh, do that, I'm going to work on this, but you're totally not working on it, or something like that. So it's having our actions aligned with what we're saying and what we intend. So it's very powerful, integrity.
Yes, love it. Beautiful blue colors too, and she loves to be outdoors, so I was getting a lot of water like feeling from that card for her.
I'm going to go with the Lemuria deck, just because you said water, blue. We got blue. So I'm going to go with the Lemuria deck and see what pops up. This is for Amanda. What's a message for her?
Sorry, my dogs are very needy because I've been gone all day, so Mr. Honor wants to show
We've got
himself.
a nice blue card here too. Gracious receptivity. So it looks like being receptive, being in that receiving mode. Sometimes we block that, because we give way too much. So just be open to receive. And it looks like you've got some things coming in. And it looks like, what do we got here? 28, so 30, so number 3. We got mind, body, soul connection. That's with the integrity as well. Kind of, we've got that aligned. So just be open to receive this week. And, let us know if something comes through. It looks like we've got she's got her hands kind of like this, like she's ready to receive something. So I think something might be coming in for you.
Awesome.
So you'll have to let us know.
Awesome. Okay, we got
I just kind of some of the comments here, just so they don't. Monica said, "Thank you. It's been a theme through this: letting go, surrendering." And we have Kimberly said, "Oh, Amanda, you have been painting the berries, Bloomington, and blooming flowers for the Jubilee." Amanda said, "I love this. I had a huge alignment happening next week. You're both so on point. Thank you." Kimberly says, "Take the trip." So,
take the trip. Is that for Amanda?
I'm not sure.
She'll have to clarify who needs to take the trip.
Looks like Dana. Am I saying that right?
Dana.
Okay.
Yeah. She's next. Okay. This one came out already. So number 10, authenticity. This says the energy of authenticity supports our choice to be genuine and truthful in all aspects of our lives, with others as well as with ourselves. And this is just very beautiful, warm color.
And it is very, looks like heart chakra. We've got the pink, the kind of the golden colors coming through.
Yeah, very pretty. And it's like spring blooms too, right?
Yeah, and authenticity, it is coming from the heart. When we're authentic, that's who we really are. That's, we're not hiding under a mask, or we're not, pretending to be someone we're not. When we're coming from our heart, that is authentic. So it looks like, a lot of heart chakra stuff as well in there. So let me see what else I got. I'm going to pull from the Gaia Oracle for this one.
And that takes a lot of vulnerability too to be authentic. So again, it goes back to the heart, and who cares if people think I'm a weirdo? I feel good about it.
Exactly, and you'll find your people.
Yeah.
You will call in and you will find those people, and you won't feel maybe so alone. But when we we don't want people to like us for you know, who we pretend to be, right? Because then we're always wearing a mask, and you know, when we actually stop trying to pretend who we're going to be, then that's when things kind of start to fall away, because you know, we're not the person that we actually said we were. So it's always good to be authentic, even though it is hard. We want people to like us, we want people, you know, but having that authenticity will bring you those more meaningful and closer relationships.
Yeah.
So I got evolution. So it looks like we got the gold energy kind of again. So it's saying transformation, but then we also have, this one has earth changes and climate changes, but I feel like this is a transformation for you. And authenticity, you had, I think, was that card number 10? So number 10 is usually like the end, and then the next one is you go back to number 1 for the beginning. So you're evolving in that, and your authenticity is starting to show more. You're becoming more of who you are. You're, you know, letting go of the things that, you know, that aren't really you anymore. So you're evolving. And you're just, it looks like, you know, you're just going to keep going up into that next level, which, you know, it would be after that would be back to the beginning, number 1, but you're on a different level now. You're going to be on a different scale. So, and this card is 45, so it's actually number 9. So yeah, we're evolving. You've kind of got, and then we got number 10, or authenticity. So I thought that was really neat. That's very cool.
Yeah. Good alignment there.
Yeah. So hopefully that resonated with you. Who else did we have here?
Oops, I think we have MJ. Is she still on?
I seen MJ. I think she was the next one.
Okay, let's do Miss MJ.
And then I think that was it after that. If there's anybody else, just come back around.
Number 30, multidimensionality. The frequency of multidimensionality activates our awareness of our true essence, which is eternal and multidimensional. Purple, crown chakra.
Ooh. Got some crown chakra stuff coming out. Let's see.
I feel like she's going to be getting downloads, a lot more downloads.
And what was that one called?
Multidimensionality.
So let's see what else we got here. I'm going to pull from the Gaia Oracle again for this one. And let's see. So we have purification, fire. So it's kind of cool that we just did that, you know, the heart kind of flames. So, you know, maybe for you, that was a kind of a purification of your heart chakra. We've got the naked truth, wholeness, and bare essentials. So it's looking like, you know, you're going through a purification process. And, you know, that might involve your solar plexus, you have the fire kind of, you're coming back to yourself, and, you know, you're getting that energy from that solar plexus, that fire inside, you know, to chase maybe your passions more. So it looks like this one here is number 14. So number 5, it's balance. It looks like, you know, you're going to have some of that balance come in. So yeah, let us know if that resonates with you. And then I think we had Janine as well. But I think that was the last one.
I do see Stacy on, so I don't know if she can just comment if she would like a card pull, because I think she just jumped in. So we'll do Janine. Oh, interesting. Balance, number 12. The frequency of balance supports our ability to find harmony with all aspects of our three-dimensional and multi-dimensional layers of reality.
Nice. So yeah, we're looking for balance. So and that was number 12. So number 3 is what I would refer that to. So that's balance in our mind, body, and soul. So we're balancing all of that. That's kind of I think that's what they're talking about, the 3-dimensionality, kind of our mind, our balance, our soul, having that balance within those. So that's what I got from that card anyway.
Yeah.
Now let's see, Janine, I'm going to pull from Gaia for Janine. Yeah, so here we have, it's called Hidden Path. So I don't get this card quite often, but the marriage of spirit and matter, number 34. So it looks like, like that's our mind, our body and soul is kind of our merging with our matter, which is our human form. And then we're merging with the spirit. So it's looking like this might be maybe there's something that comes on your path, or maybe there's something on your path that's being hidden right now, that you'll be able to go forward, and it's going to merge you on that path. So it looks like there's something hidden, but it looks like it's something that's good here. And
the mind and the heart again, and the mind, body, and soul has come up 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, so it's looking like, it's something to do with obviously something that's hidden, but you're merging with it. I think it's going to be unhidden soon. It's some sort of aspect there. So let us know if that resonates with you.
Very cool.
And I think that was it. I didn't see Stacy comment. Did you? I can pull one for you, Amanda.
Yeah, I just pulled one for you. That was faster.
Yeah. I'll pull the Myriad deck for you.
Okay. This one says for you, number 21, freedom.
Ooh.
The energy of freedom supports our senses of limitless possibility and potential, boundless expression, and bold exploration. And it kind of looks like a beetle, moth, butterfly thing.
Very cool. And that definitely resonates, because that's a big part of my path is it's more freedom of my mind, and freeing myself from those belief systems that I had growing up, that they're not serving me in any way. So it's kind of like that breaking, a lot of letting go and breaking free of what I thought I knew, and to have that freedom. So that's really it really does resonate. So, and I got for you, Amanda, I got number 42, reclaim your energy. So it could make sense right now. You are doing quite a look at it, I can't talk now. All of a sudden my horse is my throat. So, you might be doing a lot. Like, I know you're getting very busy. You're doing a lot of stuff. You have a lot of stuff that's coming up for you. So I think it's just kind of telling you, taking time to reclaim that energy, so that you can, pour even more of that into, something that you love doing. So I don't know if that resonates for you, but it's looking like very green and purple, the mind again, the heart. So that might be a theme that's coming up this week for a lot of people, is kind of aligning that heart with the mind. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to take things? Putting your heart into it. So I don't know if that resonates, but.
And having the freedom to choose, and not knowing that any path is wrong, it's just going to lead you, where you need to go. So yeah, that's wonderful.
Perfect.
Yay. Did we miss anybody? Last chance, last call.
Well, I hope everyone enjoyed that, and hopefully we get to see some of you guys next week. I always have fun when we come on and we can learn from each other. And Janine said, thank you, resonating for both cards. I'm currently in a struggle with balance and harmony with spiritual and other dimensions in my life, hoping the hidden path item on my path is good. I think it is good. Yeah, it looks like it is something good, but there's something, yeah, that's being hidden right now, and it's probably for your own benefit. So when it needs to be, when you need to see it, you'll see it. So it definitely, I do see like a sun here. So I'm seeing kind of shining. It's something that looks like it's shining brightly. It's something that looks like it is good. So yeah.
And I think this was her other card, wasn't it? And it looks so like a sun there.
Yeah. So very cool. Yeah, it's something. It will be illuminated. See, because like yeah, it's like you got your kind of your even maybe in your third eye. I don't know how much you work with your third eye or something, but it's like something that's going to be illuminated on your path, and I think it's going to give you that momentum and that direction on which you want to go.
And if my experience is it's never negative. So remove the fear immediately, because that's where your brain goes as soon as you hear something like that. It's hidden. It's got to be scary. Yeah. No, it's just because you're not ready to see it yet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And you'll see it when you need to see it.
And sometimes that, yeah, like it's hidden from us because it would deter one of our decisions that we were going to make very, quite a bit. So, even with, like readers, seers, tarot readers and stuff like that, like some stuff is hidden. We're not supposed to know that, and nobody is supposed to know that, because if we get told that and we say, oh, you know what, you have to be looking out for, a green car, and that's going to be your sign to do this or whatever. It's like, then now that's all we're going to be looking for is a green car, on our path. That's going to lead us to, something kind of like that. So it's something that's only meant for us, and that when it's time, it will be revealed.
Yeah, exactly. And it's usually revealed to you privately in a quiet moment when no one else is around.
Yeah.
Or in the car. Yesterday, I had a whole 30-minute download in the car with all these connections. It was super crazy. And I was heading to do readings at Alley Cat, and I walk in Alley Cat. My face is just blazing because I was crying, but it was a grateful cry, because this was like a huge, huge message that I didn't expect to receive that way. Mm-hmm. And it was funny. I told her, I'm like, I need a few minutes to myself, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I'm walking in, but it hit, it'll hit you out of nowhere. And that's actually a very beautiful miracle that I'm beginning to embrace, because I didn't expect this, and it just made my day and my life, actually.
I'm so glad. That's good.
Yeah. And on the eclipse day at that. So that was interesting.
Yeah, there's been quite an insane amount of energy, I guess, coming through. So lots of stuff coming through, like even sun, solar rays, and then we've got the earth too, which is the Schumann resonance. It's apparently going crazy. So just remember to stay grounded and stay hydrated, and keep that balance. Try and keep that balance. And there's going to be things in our path that are going to try and throw us off of that, like getting sucked into things like politics, media, the news. Like those are kind of all energy drainers. Like we can observe, and we can be an observer, but don't get sucked into all that drama that's going on there, because that's going to keep you in that fear state, and that's all you're going to kind of see, and that's what's going to come up. So it's good to kind of, you can, and it's fine to keep an eye on it and to look at it, but it's just, don't get sucked into that back and forth with somebody like, oh, this person's better or this person's worse or whatever. So just be conscious of those things that pop up when you are trying to balance that.
And the important thing there is, we can only change the world by changing ourselves. Yep. So that just allows you to go deeper within, and how can I become a bigger, better person, so that then I reflect that out to everyone that is in my circle, and then they get bigger and better. And so we're feeding more love and positivity instead of negativity and pointing fingers and, all those things.
100%. Yes, I agree with you.
So homework for the week. Listen to the heart chakra and give it your feedback. We'll be posting some prompts in there, and let us know how it's going for you.
Yeah. We'll keep in touch.
Thank
Okay,
you.
bye, everyone.
Have a great night.